Hey Rob, just one question for you. I'm sure you've watched the big fight between Khamzat and Gilbert. I just want to know how would the fight go between you and Khamzat?
Oh, it'd be tricky. Like I'd be firing those kicks down the middle like you would not believe. I don't think my right foot would touch the mat. You know, he's a tough guy. I fought wrestlers before though. I fought Yoel Romero. He's a silver medalist. You know, granted he's not that sort of type of grappling game, but I guess that's something I really haven't thought about, and I'd have to try and digest when we get there, sort of thing.
Right. Thank you, Rob.
With Kamaru Usman and Leon Edwards booked for their trilogy until next year, what fight makes most sense for you next? A Colby Covington, maybe a Robert Whittaker up at middleweight? Like, what makes sense to you?
Who's it, Robert?
Robert Whittaker?
I like that guy, so I just want to fight with good guys, you know. I need some bad guy, so I want to fight some bad guy, you know, and don't feel sorry for that. So I want to train with that guy. He's really good, like, you know, one of the best guys in the world. See, I was watching his fight. I've wanted it for this sport, you know. I'm a big fan, so I watch all things. I watch how he trains, all these things, and yeah, a lot of guys want to fight me. So Robert never said something bad about me. It's a lot of guys talking shit about me. I can go take their heads off, you know. So we'll see.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Hi, Robert. I have a question for you. Came over from Germany to here to ask you this question. Are you going to fight Khamzat?
You know what? Like, I only found out about his tweet 2 days ago.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like, I am down to fight anybody. The only thing for me is that my objective has never changed or wavered. It's the UFC gold. So every step that I take forward has to be in that direction. You know, I'm hoping Izzy or Pereira falls down the steps, you know, and then I slide in. It's one of those things. It's just a bit of a weird time at the moment.
Hey Rob, is Strickland probably, is that the most logical opponent for you next, do you think, or are you kind of keeping your options open?
Options are definitely open. The middleweight division is funny. There's so much movement and fluidity in it and opportunity in it that any fight could be made at any time, anywhere. And honestly, the UFC have always done right by me. I've never had to pick my opponents. They've always been laid out in front of me, you know, and I'm not about to change the way I conduct business just now.
You know, you get matched up with Sean. You said multiple times that, you know, you come from the gaming world and those are the most toxic people around. So I'm sure Sean's trash talk's not going to get to you, right?
He's not that bad. Like he's not that bad. I don't know. He's kind of holistically angry at everybody. I don't think he singles anyone out unless you do something to him particularly. I find it. I feel like it would be hard for him to get a grip on something I've done, but you know, there's trying.
How long did it take you to recover from that spinning wheel kick in that first round?
Mate, what kick? Don't know what you're talking about, mate.
Is the Khamzat fight something that you still would want down the line, or is it you just kind of past it now?
You know, if he's around at the top of the game and I'm around the top of the game, we you know, our paths will cross. It wasn't anything. I don't have any particular opponents that I look to fight. It's just they give me a name and I say yes, and then we're here.
Last one for me. Khamzat says that you and his business is not finished. I'm sure he would love to see this fight rebooked. Is that something you'd be okay with, or are you sort of thinking, well, you did have your shot and you didn't make it?
Don't jump me as soon as I finish a fight. I don't know why people do that. I think I say that, but I probably did it once or twice as well. Like, let me have this for a little bit, all right? We can settle the score another day.
Robert, Ikram fight lasted nearly 2 minutes. What if you fight Khamzat Chimaev? How long it would last?
Mate, who knows? What do you want me to say? What are you guys trying to get out of me? But I prepared for a dogfight. You have no idea how hard I trained, how many rounds of work I had to put in to prepare adequately for this fight. It finished early. Everything went to plan. Everything that we trained for, I executed perfectly to a degree. And like, I am so thankful for that. But I was prepared to fight tooth and nail for 25 minutes. An absolute dogfight. I was willing to leave that octagon carried if I had to. That's the sort of fight I turned up for with Chimaev, and Ikram inherited that. That's the sort of fight I came here for.
Obviously, you're a great fighter, one of the greatest. But how do you see this whole situation playing out for you? If not for Khamzat fight being cancelled, probably things would play differently. You would have to fight 5 rounds. You could possibly lose. Are you happy how things played out, and now you had a really quick victory?
Mate, if I had wheels, I'd be a bike. Am I right? Like, it is what it is. Yeah, mate. What if I ordered scrambled eggs instead of waffles this morning? I don't know. I understand Chimaev's a hard fight, but I didn't shirk it. I did not say yes to fighting him. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know how to respond properly to that. But thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.